Welcome back to Sunshine Club, and this is episode number 2, and it's still about parasite clans, and I want to go through more in details about why is it important to get rid of parasites, because it's the number one motivator to me to get rid of. It's not the look. You don't just want to look slimmer, you don't just want to look shinier, you don't just want to look more energetic. It's all about mental health and suicide prevention for me, and for depression prevention and mental health disorders prevention. This is number one because these things can be prevented, but it's really hard to reverse them. So I would encourage everyone to do the parasite cleanse due to these reasons itself. And when you do the parasite cleanse, please make sure that you will disinfect your whole house, because that can be back and forth. Just like when you do a clean, you should do the whole clean. Otherwise, you just keep on bringing back the dirt. So make sure that you wash your duvets and everything above 60 degrees. So it's really important, to have hygiene. And if you have cats, then you have to make sure that you don't really contact with the cat feces, because that's the number one cause of toxoplasmosis. So for cat owners, please be extra cautious and keep your cat somehow out of the way. I don't know how, to be honest, because there is no real solution as well for this. It's really hard, and at the end it will come down to that people will reduce the number of cats, because nobody warned us about this pandemic, that if everybody going to have a cat, we all going to have toxoplasmosis and the whole world is going to go crazy. So it's really important to know that this is a danger which shouldn't be there, because in normal life we shouldn't have this many cats. This is a man-made phenomenon. So we should realize this, and I understand our brain is hijacked, but we have to come to our senses, and eventually we have to accept that we can't have this many cats. We can't have cat factories and puppy factories. So this must end, and the rest should be adopted. And so we should just really neuter them, to be honest. So that's number one. And number two is make sure that you take care of special kids of the kids, because obviously kids don't know what to do. So you have to look up what are the guidances for them, because it's really, they have a more sensible gut, they have a more fragile immune system. So you want to make sure that you're not just going to rush into like a parasite cleanse without a heavy metal detox. And then you can have adverse reactions on your children, and you end up on A&E, which you don't want. So this is really important to be prepared, to have the knowledge, to be confident that you know what you're doing, because if you have concerns and you're doing something silly, it can go wrong way. So definitely read about it, and I encourage everyone to read more, to get more knowledge, to look up stuff in different websites, different books, and try to do the old techniques, which was always working, not the latest ones like ivermectin. I'm not really a fan of that, because that only kills one type of worm, apparently. So I don't want some harsh solution in my body. I would prefer the natural way. So in the Sunshine Club, we want to shine, and it's all about detoxing the body and getting rid of what's not meant to be there. And this will affect your mood, your life. Everything will be upgraded. So this is why we should maintain our body. This is crucial, and we haven't been doing this. So we neglected it for decades, and this is why so many people are having cancer and stuff. So this is really important. We have to start this. And I will go through on my journey as well, to be honest, because I'm starting this journey now. I'm literally preparing my body. I'm doing juicing. I had a little bit of black seed oil, but as I was reading about it, it's rather a cleanse, a part of the cleanse. So I was doing it for 2 weeks, which was really good, because I was getting rid of my lower belly, and it was really making my bowels active. And I started to drink clove tea with it in the morning. So I put lots of cloves in it, and that was, I think, a mistake, because I only should use 2 or 3 cloves, or maybe 4, but not 15 like I did. And that was a lot. So my bowel was just really active, and because of that I had to stop after 2 weeks, because I was reading about the effects that it can be a blood thinner, so you don't want to overdo it. So I'm just taking a break, And also it's much better after periods to use that tea because it clears out your system. So I recommend it after your menstrual period. And yeah, so I will make recommendations throughout my journey about what I use. And the first thing what I'm planning to use is zeolite powder, and I want to get some dandelion powder. I just ordering now, so I will start with that and see how is it going with the clean. So I will start heavy metal detox in November, and hopefully by December maybe I can start the parasite clean. But if not, I will start in January. So because obviously that will be the Christmas season as well. So you have to plan this in advance because you can't just like jump into this and leave it halfway because the worms are fighting back. So once you piss them off and you don't finish the job, they will fight back, and that is not good for your body. You don't want to do that. So that's it really. I will post my journey and make my recommendations. Already I have a few companies which I'm looking up, but I'm still comparing them. There is so many options with different solutions, and I want a natural solution and also a more affordable one, and a more original one. I don't want the latest solutions, if I can say that. No, I'm trying to avoid the tinctures, but let's see. So these are the things I'm preparing, and I will keep you posted on that, and see you in the next episode. Bye.